Hi, I'm ADIBA AHMED. I'm actually just going into my third year of commerce. I have my side business, trying to make it my main business called Henna Script, where I do henna and everything. I have a lot of interest in creating and being creative and things like that. I think hard work obviously beats talent, and we're trying to be the minority and the 1%.
That's good. That's good. So, what was the primary goal, primary objective of starting up your business?
Oh wow. Even the way I started, it had no goal because it just came out as doing my co-op in high school. I actually started in grade 11,
Mm.
and it was part of my culture, obviously, doing henna and everything. And to monetize off of it came down because I had to raise money for a project, and I'm like, okay, wow, I can actually make money off of this. And then come not even grade 12, I didn't take it seriously. Come first year of university, people are like, oh, I want to do it for weddings and this and that. And then I'm like, you know what, I can actually incorporate my culture and still make money off of it because I'm giving you my energy. So it's an exchange of a lot of good transactions. And I mean, as an immigrant, it's really important for me to have my culture in everything I do. So that's when I'm like, okay, I'm creating and I'm putting my culture out there for everybody to see while making something out of myself and my abilities.
So, what's your inspiration behind your designs? What do you get
Most of
inspired by?
most of my designs are based off of Indian styles because that's what I was used to growing up. So those are the intricate lines, flowers, a lot of wines, a lot of leaves. But a lot of my clients are actually Sudanese and Somalian. So when they came around being my clients, I got into more styles of Sudanese styles. They're more thicker and bolder. They look nicer the darker your skin is. It looks nicer to have bolder designs just because it pops out and gives more contrast. Other than that, right now I'm just trying to make my creations to be different. I have plans on trying to make henna out of everything. So if you like see a sofa and you really like that sofa, I'll make a henna out of that.
Hmm.
Just to try to incorporate different things and innovate.
Yeah, that's really cool how you said that. So, I want to know because like henna is something that's continuously growing in our culture, and it's becoming more popular every single year in Western civilization. Like, for example, Rihanna, she has tattoos of that, right? So, what do you hope to get out of this?
Uh, Talking about that, I feel like it's a fad. I don't think it's growing in popularity um, because it goes in trend and out of trend very
Hmm.
easily depending on what celebrity is wearing it or what white person wants to come through and try to wear it. Um, but it's something that's been there in my culture and many cultures. But what I want from henna is the reason why I even named it henna script is because I do poetry. So for me to just every mark has its story. Every mark had a celebration. Like every time I do henna for somebody, they go like they have an experience. They're either celebrating their day, they're celebrating their time, they're celebrating the year because it could be your birthday, it could be your wedding, it could be your pregnancy, and things like that. So I just want henna to keep on marking everybody's stories. Hence why it's called henna script.
That's a very beautiful reason, actually. So, as an immigrant, do you find what challenges have you come to face in ever since you moved to Canada so far?
Um, I always say I'm a privileged immigrant. I didn't have problems with English that much because I went to private school. I was born in Qatar, even though my parents are from Bangladesh. I was very privileged to go to a private school, learn English, come here. Even though they underestimated me, they're like, oh, she needs ESL, but I really didn't. Um, and I don't know, it was really, I had more overestimation than underestimation, maybe because the school I went to. The first school I went to was very white, didn't feel well. But the second school I went to was very multicultural school in Hamilton High Street, which is actually getting closed down. I was around so many colored people that I didn't feel different,
Hmm.
and I was actually celebrated for who I am and everything. So in that sense, I didn't have an issue. But right now, I do get issues sometimes. Like I'm in business, right? And then if I
Yeah.
go to like a networking event and I'm like, yo, I see, I see my color, and I'm like, there's only one of me out
Hmm.
here. And if it's not even one of me, there's one, two others. They phase. I don't know. Color people sometimes phase off of each other, but we kind of have to stick together. But it's been a good experience. I feel like because of my adversity, I can push through a lot of things, and I have a lot more bigger goals and opportunities coming through.
That's good. That's good. That's good. So I noticed that you're really fashionable as well when you walked in. So I want to know what inspires you when it comes to your fashion. Where do you get your taste from?
My culture, my culture is a big thing. I know a lot of girls a lot of South Asian girls are embracing their cultures and maybe wearing our jewelry, maybe wearing like our salwars or our kameez with jeans, or even those ADIBA flats and things like that. It's just so important to us because for so long we've been put down for our ideals of beauty. Whether it was a bindi, we were made fun of it when we were young. It would be called like the pakida or something like that. Our jewelry was always appreciated and at times stolen. So it's for me, and I know a lot of other brown girls, for us to wear our cultures well in our everyday life is like taking it back. Like, yo, it's ours. You know, like we will share it with you if we want to, but right now it's ours, and we're gonna take it and go wherever we need to.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So what is your favorite accessory? Because I know in the brown culture, gold is something that's always a must. You know, you have to have a piece of gold with you. So for you, what is your favorite accessory to have?
My favorite accessory are earrings. Yeah, like as you can tell, I love my earrings. Cause we have so many different kinds. We have small, we have big, we have like elaborate earrings that like catch onto your hair while you wear it, and you can wear it anywhere, and it's just so beautiful. There's so many ways to the earrings, but it's so hard. I like necklaces too, and I like our other pieces too. We have waist chains. We have little things you can put on your jeans. We have anklets. Anklets are a big thing. Like if you see anklets from like back home, it's beautiful. So, but earrings would be go-to just because they're easier.
What about ring jewelry? Because I know that's becoming the bigger ring jewelry. Yeah.
Rings. I used to be a ring person. I had like 70, 80 rings. But I am that kind of person I face off. I have the little phases. I don't think rings are that like, oh my god, right now. I think it's more things that you can actually see that are more, you'll see that's important. Like for us, our necklaces and our earrings and our headpieces. We do not like people stealing our headpieces, calling it chandelier this, chandelier that, because they have their own names, they have their own styles. So that's, our headpieces are very important. It's like our crown.
Fuck. I had a question too, I forgot it. Oh, what got you into doing business? Because I know business is something that in the brown community is always looked at as something that you must do. So was that something that was pushed to you, or was that something that you just fell into?
Like I said, I'm very privileged, I guess, in intangible ways. Not monetarily, but like with my family. I've never been pushed down any road. I was actually, a lot of people were hoping I go into science. Business wasn't a thing. It was until grade 10, 11 that I did business competitions, and I was like winning, and I'm like, okay, I really like this. I just like the freedom of business, and I think my mom sees my drive for whatever I do. Like I'm the type of person who, when I take something, I'll do it to its max. So she sees if I'm going to business, like inshallah I'll be like successful in that path. So as an immigrant, it's been good. Business is a place where it's never out of style. It's always booming, it's growing, it's portable, it's worldwide. And it's like, business is like a formal way of, it's like music, right? You can, it's universal, even without the language. Business is like that too. Like you can still touch people's heart with business and not knowing their culture and stuff like that at times.
So how do you, because I know business is, there's a beauty to business, but there's also a cruel side to it, because it's very harsh. It's a very competitive field. So how do you go about those things?
I think that's why I like business, because it's hard. That's why not everyone can make it. But this is the only place where your hard work compensates for you. So if you're putting in those hours, it's gonna compensate, not now, but if you look at it in a macro way, it will compensate for you. And that's the thing, like in other stuff, like some people are so privileged to have education, right? And they end up being doctors, but somebody could be as smart, but they don't have the privilege. But in business, even if you're not that smart, like if you're not that monetarily privileged, it's something you can still do and you'll get compensation for it. That's why it's so beautiful, and like everything good is hard.
In a predominantly white driven world, how do you move up? How do you move up in life?
I think the whole race clash is also like a mindset. If you focus on the negatives, that's what keeps on coming to you. It's an obstacle that a lot of us colored people victimize ourselves to, I think. We don't need to do that. Like, I don't look at it. I try my best. Like, I'm still learning. It's a process to not look at it like it's a white dominant thing. Like, Asia is not fully white and they're dominating the business world. Everyone wants to come down to Asia. Even in Africa, there's so many resources and none of them are white. It's just, we have to utilize what we have and make the best of it and not look at the negatives, because it's just going to grow bigger.
But the problem with that is that you have a double whammy, right? You're a woman and you're brown. So because of those two things, it's kind of like you have two strikes in the white world, right? So how do you get about those things? Because you have to be self-driven and you have to be powerful enough to fight through those critiques and those those setbacks, because like in a white-driven world, there's always going to be setbacks trying to push you and keep you down. So how do you go about that?
Because it happens, I'm very immune to it if it does happen, because I've trained my mind to be immune to it. Because if you take it personally, it will affect your drive. I think it's really important to be immune to that aspect and keep on doing what you need to do, and don't do it alone. Collaborate with other people. It's so important, because there's other girls like me who wants to do other things. I think right now I'm getting into the mindset of collaborating with other women, because the more you collaborate, the more you see of yourself. Do you know what I mean? You see more representation. It's like, okay, there's no representation, but it's my job to represent myself. And when you bring other people into it, we together create a representation, and that in itself is so important.
You want to be based in Hamilton. Do you only want to market to the Hamilton area, or do you want to market to the Greater Toronto area?
Oh yeah, I've already had clients in Greater Toronto, like Brampton and Toronto and Oakville and things like that. Of course, market it as far as it can get.
Yeah.
If people want to come and travel from Australia and come get my design, that's fine. Like, but I want Hamilton because a lot of times Hamilton doesn't have its mark. And there's so many talented people in Hamilton. There's so many talented business people in Hamilton. So it's just, I find it important. There's not a lot of my kind of representation either. So I think it's really important to do that.
So talk to us about your sorority. You say you go to McMaster University.
Yeah.
Talk to us about your sorority.
Okay, so my sorority is Numa Gazeta. It's actually the first Black focused sorority. Might be different why a brown girl joined a Black focused sorority. Like I said, it's really important for colored people to come together. I was even asked this question why I even joined a sorority. It's because I really think it's not a one race job to go forward. If other colored people don't help other colored people, it won't go forward. But I joined it mostly because there's a lot of like-minded women there. We're all trying to strive to do best. Follow my artwork. You can, of course, it's called Henna Script. You can find me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page. You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram page just started, so more work will be coming, and I have more ideas and projects that will be shown on that platform. But also you can follow me on Instagram, my personal account, ADIFusion, to follow other pursuits that I will be doing, that maybe you feel inspired, or you want some representation, you want to hit up a color system and be like, what you doing, you could do that too.